green flag is out. Isaac Canepa and Cody Evans on the front row here as Barker Yashin already down pit road. That didn't take long for a breakdown, but into the first corner. Canepa on the inside of Evans. Evans clears him on the outside. Nice pass. Crasta in third. Dylan Young fourth. As they tried to navigate their way through the first turns here at Road America. And Canepa and Evans both pulling away from the field at a very quick rate. These two are incredibly fast in all qualifying and practice sessions. But Evans leads. Oh, trouble. Dutta, Louvier into each other, and Louvier and Dutta both go off into the tires, hard into the tires. That's the first crash. Replay here. Let's take a look. See, oh, Louvier and Dutta, their tires lock up together, and they smash into Matt DeLeo for a quick moment. They just go sliding into the turn. On board Daniel Voiles. Three wide, Nathan Ormond as they complete the first lap. Ormond into Dylan Young and Van Dyke. Ooh, somehow Van Dyke made that pass. I don't know how he got that to work, but now as the battle goes on, Dylan Young locking up the tires, as does Ormond. Those two are surrounded by two Red Bulls. Ormond now, he goes to the outside of Dylan Young. He wants to make a pass. Amy Shelley looking to make a pass on Jake Baskinger. To the bend here. Can Ormond stick it through? Young holds the spot, still holding up strong. Shelley makes the pass. And Young slips away. He prevents Nathan Ormond from making the pass. This is Jake Baskinger's first IndyCar start, I believe, in his entire career, if I remember correctly. Kyle Whiter is injured from his was injured from his horrifying crash at Texas. Luckily, he is okay, though he has a skull fracture, and he will be out for the rest of the season. So Jake Baskinger will be replacing him for, we are assuming, for the rest of the season, although Red Bull has stated that they are interested in putting in more drivers in if necessary to help develop the team. We'll see how that pans out for them in the upcoming Maxwell races. Chan down pit road. He has a tire puncture, and he will pit right in front of his now destroyed car's teammate. That was probably the worst English I've ever said in my entire life, but not a good day for the Dogecoin Racing team. Here is your points leader, Amy Shelley, currently running inside the top 10, trying to run down Nathan Ormond. Amy Shelley has been quite on a roll these past couple of races. Had a top 10 at Pocono, and then won Watkins Glen, and got a second place at Texas last week. And now she is looking for another really good run. And she actually is kind of losing ground to Nathan Ormond, but still got quite a ways to go. Look at the top four. Evans, Canepa, Crafter, and Nelson. Canepa starting to lose ground to Cody Evans there, trying to get to him. Did I say Chris Evans? I have no idea. But Canepa trying to make a run here. Crasta and Nelson trying to do the same thing. This is what's going on behind 14th place. It's just all of this. Tons of cars all over the place, sliding and battling, trying to get as many positions as possible. 12th place is the final points paying position. So obviously they're trying to hurry because this race isn't really that long, so they got to get going quick. But it's a long, very close line of cars, and it's pretty competitive so far. Canepa is still holding with Evans, but he just cannot get a run on him to make a pass. Every time he does, Canepa just locks it up a little bit. I'm not sure if that's just how the setup of the car is handled, or Canepa is just having a lot of real trouble just getting to him. It seems like the thing's not even handling that well either. It's just fast, and he can't really control its handling too much. Evans' car is driving like a beauty. The battle for 5th is still holding strong, with Van Dyke still trying to hold off Dylan Young, Nathan Orman, Shelley Baskinger, and Jordan Newman. Zach Van Dyke doing quite well, as Young all over him, man. Van Dyke hasn't had a good start to the season, to be quite honest with you, but if he can hold on to this 5th place run, I'm sure that would be fantastic for him. As Amy Shelley is our points leader, so getting as many points as possible now is better than getting as many points than later. Nico Hall holding on to the final 12th place position for points, and he's got a 2-time stock car champion behind him of DJ Curtis, so yeah, good luck, Hall. Good luck. But Curtis is making a run towards him very quickly. DJ Curtis has not had a good season so far either. I don't think he's even scored a single point. But all that could change today if he can get by the Polish driver. Krasta and Nelson have started to lose touch with Canepa and Evans, so now they have no choice but to just battle for the final podium position. Neither of these two have had a single podium this season. I don't think any of these two have even had a single top 5 this season. So, making some good headway here. If they can both just not wreck it, they'll both score a good chunk of points today. Nelson, she's still unsponsored. Krasta, very much sponsored with Michael Block Racing. So, kind of disappointing season for Krasta considering his equipment that he probably has. Nelson's been kind of impressive so far with how her performance has been with that car. Orman swings it away to the right. He goes for the pass on Dylan Young for 6th. And sticks a nice pass by Orman. Young trying to fight back. Orman with a fantastic pass. And here comes Dylan Young as Orman slides the corner. Overdrove it, and now Dylan Young going for the pounce. But Orman, I think his horsepower's a little bit too strong for the situation, as now Amy Shelley now looking for Dylan Young. She's being quite aggressive for her points leader, but I don't think she wants to let anyone gain too many points on her. As Baskinger now all over her. And Jordan Newman. Excellent battling. Sheesh, it's a 5-car mess now with Kyle Collins involved. Shelley can't make the pass, but here comes Baskinger to try and capitalize. Ooh, contact. Ooh, that was wing to tire. As Shelley got into Dylan Young. Very aggressive driving by the female British driver. She didn't have a good run in Formula Alpha, the top tier open wheel racing series in the world. But this is the American top racing series in the world, so that sounded completely wrong, and I should probably just jump off a cliff for saying that, but she is doing quite well. 2 laps to go. Evans trying to hold off Canepa. Canepa just cannot get to him. It's going to have to be, I think, a problem for Evans if Canepa's even going to win this race. Canepa's got the speed, but he just does not have that handling car right. He just does not have the car handled right. Barker Yashin just set the fastest lap of the entire race by over a second. I'm telling you what, if that car did not have to go down pit lane, it could have been one of the fastest cars on the track, so that's a heartbreaker for Barker Yashin. He has caught the tail end of the of the final pack of cars. It took him a long time to get up there, but that's a darn shame for Yashin. Coming up to the white flag, Evans overdrives the corner a little bit, and now here comes Isaac Canepa. Was that the mistake Canepa needed? He's going to have to go for the pass. White flag. Evans pretty much had it in the bag, and then he overdrove that final corner. And now here comes Canepa. But this has been Canepa's issue. Has been some of these corners as Canepa into Evans, and Canepa locks up the tires into that corner, and that might have just cost him a chance at winning. And Evans pulls away very quickly. That was a very bad mistake by Canepa. DeMax trying to make a charge on Nico Hall for the final point spot. Dives into Hall. Didn't even lock it up for that kind of a racing line. That was one of the worst racing lines I've ever seen. DeMax pushing hard. He wants that point spot. Hall doesn't have a lot of points, so he's going to fight hard for this spot too. What will he do? Where will he go? DeMax swings to the outside, looks for grip there, can't find it. Hall it looks like that car is a little bit better when it comes to the exits of the corners, because DeMax just cannot get to him. Checker flag falls. Cody Evans will win round number 4 here at Road America. Isaac Canepa finishes a solid second, and Brandon Crasta will finish in the 3rd place position to grab his first career podium.